Welcome everyone to this little bit different video this time around. This is like a midnight stream and we are playing Resident Evil 2 on my Samsung S95D TV. So, we have a bit of wine here and we're in a relaxed state. On my couch. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it, couch. So we're gonna go into the game and we're gonna talk more about the experience rather than pure gameplay here, the visuals. Because you see, when I'm playing this game here on my Samsung S95D, I've tweaked it to 144 Hz, which is very high for HDMI 2.1, 4K 144 Hz. This is without HDR. So HDR is not always good and optimal in every game. This is one of those games, I think. You have to calibrate your TV well, as well to get most out of your TV. Now, the S95D is a quantum dot TV, and that means that it's an OLED, but it's an OLED that doesn't do perfect blacks, but instead it enhances the colors massively, especially red and yellow colors. So for example, this lamp stands out very well. It seems very much alive. I can hear Mr. X here in the background. Let's let him walk for a while and I'll have a sip of wine. And if the sound is mediocre, excuse me, I'm using the headphones this time around. It's not as good, but else I'm sure you can deal with that. So let's try to go out and experience this world. We're talking more about immersion this time around. Now, maybe you don't see things as I see it, as I'm recording it and experiencing here. He's above me here. Okay, I can hear him. I'm just gonna walk normally. We're going to try to ignore everyone. Just walking past here. And everything here is so dark, except for these lights, which stand out very well. We'll open this door over here. Shadows here are also quite dark. So you see... Oh, he's here. So you see the colors here, everything stands out so well. Now it's quite dark, perhaps I should enhance the brightness a little bit. Oh, he saw me. He definitely saw me there. He definitely saw me there. Let's run away. So, unfortunately I have Mr. X after me, which makes it a bit tricky. It's a little bit tricky. Let's see if we can run to the library. So anyway, the whole thing about this game is that it has an excellent sense of immersion, like few games have. The immersion of this game is really terrific. And now, of course, if you have like these premium products like I have, these are more like, I would say, even extreme products. I wouldn't actually recommend it to most people. You have to be very much an enthusiast. But if you have, let's say, a family, you're on a budget, yeah, stay on 1440p, 165 Hz or something like that with that 4070 or whatever. That's a much more sensible choice than what we have here. However, I do feel that I need to calibrate a little bit the settings. because it's a bit too dark. The shadows are a bit too dark. I don't quite like that, but still, it's great immersion. And the library is another great example where we have a lot of warm colors. Let's go up here. And you can kind of see what I mean. Everything here is just so warm. Very much immersion enhancing. So part of gaming is about this kind of experience where you're living into the world, and the better setup you have, the better hardware you have, well, the easier it is to live into this, to feel that you are part of this experience. In a sense, you know. But then again, as I said, it also has to be configured, calibrated. It needs to be adjusted properly so you can get most out of. Oh, okay, yeah, right. So you can get most out of this experience, so that you just don't just, you know, go with the default settings because they are not optimal. That of course makes this kind of thing isn't a casual player thing. It's not a casual user. It's more for the advanced, a bit more advanced user who wants the premium experience and is prepared to tweak things. For example, my own PC here. I play this with an RTX 5090, and it's very powerful. But I built this system myself. So this PC, I built it myself. No one built it for me. I did it myself. And that basically means that I can get my PC however I want it, but I have to build it and make sure to maintain it and that it's properly configured and set up overall. And so you're troubleshooting by yourself. Pretty much. You know, I'm right now playing around midnight. It's dark everywhere. I have the lights turned off for the most part. The only thing that is alive here, except for me, is my cat, which is great company. As you can see, the lamps here stand out so well. The thing is that traditional or WOLED, WOLED TVs don't get this kind of immersion. They still have great colors, but it doesn't pop the same way. This feels like more like it comes from another world, another dimension, which is very cool. As we walk into this corridor, and you know, it seems like trivial. It's not gameplay, it's not really cool. It's a more laid back video we're making right now. Talking more about the background, the setting, you know, the immersion. Just this safe room as well. And the sound from his shoes, from his steps, sound deep. Yeah, this is really an immersive experience. If you haven't played this game, it's a must play if you haven't played this game. Of course, please be an adult because it can be pretty scary. Then again, I played Resident Evil 1 back in the day when I was a youth. I wasn't anywhere near 18. and that was in that mansion, the original on the PlayStation 1. So with that, that was pretty much all I really wanted to say on this little hike into the virtual world this time around. So if you can get really nice hardware and configure it, and also you're willing to pay for it, of course, you can get an experience which is quite a few years above what most other people would be able to experience, because it's not inexpensive for most people, I suppose. But if you can afford it, oh, it's definitely worth it. However, keep in mind, as I summarize this video, that once you go there, it's hard to go back. I've tried to play around with 1440p IPS panels, and it's like, oh, nah, I want my quantum dot OLEDs in the future. And this technology it's not at peak level yet. It's refined from the beginning. It's these TVs and monitors that I have are third generations. They are refined, they're much better than the first generations. And the software is better, the chips are better, the sum experience is better. But we're going to see in the coming years improvement when it comes to this, and also cheaper prices. So you know how it goes. Prices go down and technology goes up, and things which are premium becomes accessible to people of lesser means in the future. So it all depends how long you want to wait. But then again, in the future, the top end products in 10 years will also be very, very expensive, probably. And the things like the hardware that I have today will quickly be out of date. So, and that's what you basically can say, that anything, even the top line products like the RTX 5090, which is very expensive, in 10 years it will all be completely obsolete. In 10 years or so, the RTX 5090 will be an integrated chip. So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one where we will return to form a bit. I hope you enjoyed this philosophy a little bit in this midnight video. Cheers.